Question number 70. Should wearing a seat belt while driving a four-wheeler be made mandatory under law? Now, our prior knowledge says that in many of the states in India, this is already a mandatory law. But while evaluating an argument or the effectiveness of an argument, we must not use our prior knowledge. However, we are free to use established facts, or what we can call them as commonsensical facts. What kind of an area is it? It's a black and white area. If you do not wear a seatbelt, there is a chance that you may suffer major injuries or you may suffer even fatal injury. When it comes to human lives, the area becomes quite clear. It's a black and white area where coming to a conclusion about the effectiveness of an argument becomes comparatively easier. Argument 1 says, yes, wearing seat belts reduces fatalities in accidents significantly. Now, if we assume this to be true and this looks like a fact, then obviously it's a desirable thing that the government makes it mandatory for any driver who is driving a four-wheeler to wear a seatbelt, because prevention is better than cure. We all know that proverb. Hence, argument 1 is a strong one. Argument 2, no, an adult should be free to take such a decision himself. Now, our common sense says that there are reasonable restrictions provided by the Indian Penal Code or the Indian Constitution. Like we have freedom of speech, but don't we have some reasonable restrictions on when can we use it and when we should not use it? When an adult is definitely free to take any decision related to his life, but when it comes to general security, for example, if you're wearing a seatbelt and it's not your fault that the accident happens, and there must be another vehicle or there can be another vehicle which is involved in that accident, then isn't it a wise decision that both of you should be wearing seatbelt? Whether an accident happens because of the fault of a driver or the fault of another driver, that is not the question here. The question here is, even if an adult can take a decision, if it comes to a question of general safety of the public, then the government is definitely in a position to take or to make any mandatory law. Hence, the second argument is weak as it goes against our established fact or common sense. The answer to this question would be A.